Sawadee Krap. This is Dr. Erik coming from Bangkok Anti-Aging Center. And today I'm with my good friend David Mendohlson, who's come in not only for vitamin infusion, but David's doing something. He's got an event coming up that's really, really interesting, and it has a lot to do with conditioning and anti-aging, and I wanted to tell him. Can you tell him a little bit about what you have going on?
Sure. I've got an ultra marathon race in Bhutan, which will be covering 300 kilometers in 5 days up along the Himalaya.
300
mountains.
kilometers in 5 days?
Yes.
On your feet, right? Not in a car?
Absolutely.
That's amazing. So what are you doing to try to get in shape for this race?
So there's a number of things to be an ultra marathon runner. It's your diet, it's your sleep, and it's your exercise. So at the moment I'm doing a certain amount of kilometers per day running on a treadmill, because currently all the races are cancelled.
Right.
Swimming, and I'm also on hypoxico, which is an air thinning for altitude running.
Right. So for people who don't know this, when you run at this level, sea level in Bangkok, your blood's able to hold a lot of oxygen to normal levels. When you go up a few thousand kilometers, your blood can't hold on to oxygen, and so that means when you're running, your blood oxygen level, which means the oxygen that's going to your heart and to your brain and to your organs, goes down to a sometimes dangerously low level. So what kind of things are you doing to compensate for that?
Yeah, so every sort of 1,000 meters that you go up, it's equivalent of reduction of the air, your intake of oxygen, and it's also quite challenging because we're running in the winter as well. So it's sort of summer winter. That's why they call it the Snowman Race. But yes, we have to take vitamins, hence why I'm on an immune booster. We're also looking at other types of vital life that we can put into our body, but most importantly, it's the training. At the end of the day, we need to do the training. Altitude sickness can happen to anyone, whether you climb Everest or K2 or any of the mountains. It's just a matter of trying to be fit so that you can make sure that we can do the 50 to 60 Ks a day.
Right. I was working in Tibet a number of years ago, and I was at 6,000 meters, and I got altitude sickness, and it was not pleasant. It was the worst headache I ever had in my life.
Yeah, I mean, you get headaches. I think the other challenges that we have is we're going to be going through a passage at 5,450 meters, so it will be known to be the highest altitude run in the world. So that's quite dangerous because the helicopter actually can't reach that point. So we'll be traveling through that point on the second day, and it will only be hopefully 4 to 5 hours, because at that altitude you're not actually running, you're fast walking, or if that, you're stepping. So it's going to be interesting.
You are a braver man than I. But one of the reasons I wanted to get this on camera too is because, you know, anti-aging isn't just for old people like me. Anti-aging actually is something that we're doing for athletes as well, and amateur athletes, weekend warriors, professional athletes. There's a science of anti-aging that can really help them too. And it helps with the muscle stamina, it helps with the oxygenation in the body, and also helps with the focus, which, as you know, as an athlete, if you don't have your focus, you can't get your body to move forward.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think the other factor is trying to get some sort of holistic view on each of your biological bodies. You know, we're all different. We all come from different mechanics, even though that we do draw blood. But some have lower blood cells than others, whether it be white or red. So for me, the importance is trying to train at a certain altitude and having the extra red blood cells. This is the key point. Obviously having a good diet and having the right medicines to go with it. But there's a lot of science that goes behind this. There's a lot of universities that are experimenting on altitude training, not only for the alpinists, but also astronauts and various other people that want to take on these type of missions.
Right. Well, it sounds daunting, David, and I just wanted to add that you're doing this also to bring awareness to climate change. So this race is a very, very rare an important event. It's the only one going on in the world. at that point?
I think because of the geolocation of Bhutan, it's the only carbon negative country in the world. The king himself is putting on this initiative to provide the awareness with the run and throughout the 5-day run that we will be running through glaciers and areas where have been impacted by carbon emissions with landslides.
Right.
So Bhutan's home to over 2,500 glaciers, 400 large glaciers, and the fact of the Bhutanese people survive on this water from the glaciers. That sounds beautiful,
man. Yeah. Well, I will be there, hopefully in person, if not in spirit. But once again, Dave, I want to thank you for coming in and talking about this event. And we're going to want to talk to you afterwards and see what condition you're in.
Great. Thank you very much.
So this is Dr. Erik from Bangkok Anti-Aging. If you have any questions about athletics and how anti-aging therapy can improve your performance, just drop them in the box below, and we're happy to get back to you. So, and from Bangkok Anti-Aging, Swadee Ka.